Thank you guys for joining me today on Instinctive Addiction Archery. I'm Jeff Phillips. Okay, what do we got here? Broadhead, that's right. Breaking out the old test arrow with the 37-pound longbow. You say, well now, why are we doing this? Okay guys, here it is. We just did a video with field tips, with this bow, with this exact arrow. Got over half of the shaft penetrating through our plywood medium, okay? 500 grain arrows, exactly 493 grains to be exact, 493. And we were successful in building a hunting arrow for a lightweight bow that had devastating penetration. And I mean, guys, it's hitting hard. It only shoots 136 feet per second, as you will see in the other video, if you go back and watch it. But that doesn't matter, guys. It's about arrow momentum. Okay, so had a subscriber, a viewer, request the same test, same yardage, same exact medium, nothing changed, with a broadhead, to see if a broadhead would get through this medium. And guys, I have no idea. I have never shot it through. I couldn't tell you. It may not even get halfway through, and we might get a pass through. I don't know. Typically, they test about the same to me. I haven't seen a lot of difference in it. I really haven't. But then again, pushing this thing through versus a field tip, yes, it could have a lot more resistance in wood. I'm sure it probably does. So if it only gets about halfway in or whatever, so be it. I would still hunt with this setup. I would still go hunting with this because it's hitting so hard. And you can only get so much out of a 37-pound bow, guys. You're only going to get so much. But I'll guarantee you this has upped the game big time. Big time. So we're going to do a test. We're going to shoot this thing 25 yards to test the true arrow momentum downrange, that what 500 grains does at plywood. Now that plywood has been shot a couple of times, but it's not tore up. It's not anything wrong with it. It's 1/2 inch, and I overlaid it with 1/4 inch. Okay, so technically 3/4, but it's not brand new. But I did get a few pass-throughs with various bows in the other test with field tips, okay? So this is a great test. It really is, of can we get through with a broadhead, with a light bow? Can it be done? We're gonna find out, guys. We're about to shoot this thing right here, and we're gonna see what it does. I can't wait. Let's do it. Here goes. Sounded like it got some penetration. Sounded good. It hit hard. It did. Sounded real good. Okay. Buried it all the way to the insert. Nearly every bit of that broadhead went through that stuff. Wow. Wow. That's impressive. That's a hard hit, guys. That's a hard hit. Let's try this again. We're going to shoot it. We're going to shoot it again and see what it does. Maybe even a couple of times. And I may shoot it a little closer range and see how it acts. Man, I'm impressed. Here goes. Oh yeah, guys. All right, so yes, absolutely yes, absolutely. That's a 100% yes. Okay, so I hope, and I'll do it again. I'll shoot it once more. That's fine. I'll shoot again. It answers the question for me because, as I said, one of our viewers, he requested that it be done with a broadhead, basically to, you know, to verify the test. Okay, I was already really happy with the broadhead. I mean, the field tip. The field tip test told me all I needed to know. When I got that kind of penetration with the field tip, out of this lightweight bow with this arrow build, I was happy, okay? But I understand the point that using a broadhead, because they are harder to get through stuff like plywood, they are, and you know, would it be more legit if I did that? Okay, so I wanted to do it, guys. I wanted to do it, bring it to you to show you that yes sir, this arrow build with a broadhead gets really good penetration, no problem. It's kind of like this, guys, you know, in all seriousness, if you cannot kill a deer with a 37-pound bow and a 500 grain arrow, you can't kill them with anything. It doesn't matter how fast the arrow's traveling, it's the momentum of the arrow. And this proved it, that arrow momentum at 25 yards means everything. It really does. Now, I'm not saying you're going to take a 25-yard shot, but it's not losing momentum like a 350 grain arrow would do. It's just not. It's probably the most efficient thing you can possibly do for lightweight bows. I was noticing this morning, guys, you know, lots of guys are getting ready to hunt in all the states like Ohio and all this, and they have minimums. Alabama has a minimum of 35 pounds. Well, some of the states have 40s and whatnot, but let's just say if you go by the state's minimums, it's really and truly what's on the bow, not technically what you're drawing. But let's just say you want to be 100% legal and you want to draw the minimum. All right, if that minimum is 40 pounds and you're shooting a 40-pound bow, or if it's 35, whatever the case is, you've got to understand, guys, that a lightweight pencil arrow is not going to have penetration. It's fine on targets, it's fine for 3D, but it is not a hunting arrow. It will not penetrate like a 500 grain arrow will. Now, I am not saying that people have not gotten pass-throughs with 350 to 400 grain arrows. Absolutely. Short broadhead, perfect shot, no ribs, no anything to interfere. Absolutely, it can be done, especially at decently close ranges, right? Yes, it can. But you need to plan for the what ifs. The what ifs. What if you do hit a rib? What if the animal turns? What if the angle changes? What if anything changes? Giving yourself an extra 100 grains of arrow weight minimum increases your chances of devastating penetration by 100%. It really does, guys. So that's the point of all these tests and why I wanted to do this with the light bow, to find out for myself, where if I decide, okay, I want to go hunting and I want to take a lightweight bow and I want to kill a deer with a lightweight bow, just if I decide to go do that, what are my chances? I mean, am I wasting my time? Am I going to wound something? Is it worth it? Absolutely, it's good. It's good, guys. It is really good. So, for all of you that have to shoot low pounds, that have to, light bows, don't worry about it. Just build your arrows suitable for hunting. That's it. Just build a suitable arrow. That's it. Target that 500 grain total arrow weight and you will be good. All right, guys, I'm gonna go back here, shoot it one more time just to see, but that's beautiful. Let's do it. All right, I'm gonna shoot it at about 12 yards, only because lots of people take hunting shots at this range, okay? So will be kind of a representation of how much penetration can we get through it at all at normal hunting distance, because truthfully I believe the further you are back, the more momentum that arrow's carrying and the harder it punches until it, you know, loses it. But there's a certain point that the momentum is just incredible when an arrow's in flight, and I think that 25 yards it's carrying crazy momentum. Okay, we'll see what it does here at about 12 yards. See if we can get through. We did. Buried to the fletchings. Actually better. So I may be wrong about that, guys. I don't know everything, that's for darn sure. Buried to the fletchings. So that really excites me more, because most people are only shooting 10-15 yards. This is 12 yards, okay? Typical hunting shot. So that tells me that it's carrying actually more inside of 20 yards probably than it is outside of 20. So definitely good. Definitely good. Let's go look at it, guys, and then we'll back up and we'll shoot, you know, 25 yards and whatever. Man, you just gotta love it. Buried to the fletching. Yes, it did. All right, that is totally awesome. Just blew through that thing, man. Golly, that's awesome. Totally awesome. We backed up a little bit. I'm about 27, maybe 28 yards, just to test the momentum of shooting an arrow with 300 grains on the front out of a 37-pound bow. See how this does. See if we can get penetration one more time. Bam! I don't think it even slowed down. It's been shot a couple of times, but it's still 3/4 plywood. I don't care how it's been shot. It's that's pretty amazing. Let's go check it out. That is so cool. That arrow had so much momentum, it was crazy. It's all about high FOC, guys. It changes the game. It changes everything. Oh yeah, there's the arrow laying over there. See, it's been shot a couple of times, but it's still, it's 1/2-inch plywood with 1/4-inch overlay. And it doesn't matter. You can see where that broadhead blasted through, and I'm sure it's hit some area that's been shot. Yeah, it hit some of this that's been shot before, but still it blasted through it. Doesn't matter, because like I said, I had some 300, there she is. I had some 350 grain arrows that I was shooting in the exact same spot, some 350 grain arrows that actually, one bounced out. The others with field tips, they wouldn't even get to the insert. They were stopping at, and you can see it on the earlier 2 videos, stopping right at the insert. And when I got over about 480 grains, I started getting real good penetration. I had one 469 get about yay much with a field tip. No broadheads did much any good until they reached 500 grains. They just didn't. I shot several in this with the broadhead, and it would get about half the broadhead stuck in, and that was about all it would do. And it's in the other video. You can go watch it, and you'll see exactly what they did. But every single arrow, guys, that passed 500 grains, and that was with a 43-pound bow. So from 37 to 43, you know, that's not that much difference. They're still light bows. But over 500 grains, I got pass-throughs with 2 arrows, a 569 and a 680. Those 2 arrows completely blew through just like this thing did, but nothing else would. It would not do it, okay? So, as you can see, guys, we got penetration. This thing will kill deer. It will absolutely kill deer. So go build you a 500 grain arrow for your lightweight bow and go hunt and enjoy yourself. Have fun. Hopefully this will settle the issue of, will these bows do enough with broadheads to actually hunt with? Yes, that's a big yes. Go for it, guys. Make it yours. Thank you for joining me on Instinctive Addiction Archery. I'm Jeff Phillips, and I love you guys. If you hadn't subscribed, hit the button. Got a ton of new stuff coming your way. Can't wait. Hunting season's right around the corner, and buddy, we're getting ready. So I'm going to bring a lot of stuff, hopefully helping you get ready, get all your stuff set up right. But I hope that this has been a blessing to all you fellas out there that are shooting 35 to 40-pound bows. To all of you out there, go and do it. Get your arrow weight up to 500 grains and go kill some stuff. That's it. Deer, that is. Hogs, whatever's legal to hunt. But have fun, guys. I love you so much, and praise God for everything that he's doing, for how he's blessing the channel, and for every one of you that watch. I can't thank you enough, guys. I love you. Goodbye.